Yeah, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's edition of the Bread for Soul Convos. And the man in your screen that you've just seen, he looks like he just woke up because he just did. I am chatting to Udokotela, Dr. Duda, from Mi Casa. I mean, many of you might know him from Mi Casa, but many might know him as well just from for his work that he's done in the past, even before Mi Casa. And because this show is an informative one, we're sharing knowledge and we're sharing experiences with aspiring musicians and producers. And it's only befitting to be inviting one of South Africa's best hit makers. I have to call you a hit maker, brother. Thank you. Morning. How's it?
Yo, Babed, what an honor to be invited in such a beautiful space by the one and only Sir LSG.
Hola, hola, Brasipo. My brother.
Eh, Upita ka engine number,
Kavin number. How did you go?
Otherwise,
Keshapu, braga, keshapu. Now, sharp.
no, number one, number one, number one.
How did you go from Sipo Philemon to
Philemon
Dr. Duda?
to Dr. Duda. uh, Duda, I'll start ka Duda. Duda was a sound that are normally used when I started thinking, producing and stuff. Go Fruity Loops. Three. Hale. So when I met DJ Muso, he's the one who added the DR, the doctor side of things, simply because narrator aim now, you're always in studio, cooking all the time, like the doctor Kosejar.
Sure, sure.
So yeah, so that name became now Dr. Duda. That was like 15, 18 years ago. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kemkhalab, Kemkhalab. Yeah, that was like 17 years ago.
Uh,
Hmm.
and cool. I mean, you just mentioned Horomo Khalabi. So I want to play you something. Let's restart.
Yeah,
Let's restart the show properly. There's something that I have. People
I,
need to see. Check
I
this. Check
I'm
this.
gonna drink tea for this one.
You drink tea for this one.
Yo, what's up, everyone? This is your boy, Dr. Duda. Hey, your boy. No, 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 no. Sengiyikhehla manje ukuthi ngathi I'm a boy. Yeah, let's start again. Hey, what's up, beautiful people? This is your man, Dr. Oh, your man. Fazi, sorry. Not your man. Guys, I'm not your man. Yo, what's up, beautiful people? This is Dr. Duda, the one and only musical producer. Yes, got it.
Got it.
Yeah, you're not not your boy. Anyway, not your boy, not your boy. How's it? Anyway, bro. Anyway, we went through the intros. We went through the intros. This is a clip from your online thing that you called Kasi series. What?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah. Why this initiative? What do you do there?
What I'm trying to do there is I've seen a lot of guys making hits. For the past 3 years, the hits by Aditya Kokas, understand? And most of the guys were struggling with getting their sounds clean, getting their sound much more, fat and nice sounding, but they thought it's something that has to do with like big studios. They must all first own like a big studio with expensive things, equipment inside, not knowing that this thing it's just simple. It's just basics. You can just do the basics and yet your sound improve. If I understand.
Mm.
So I wanted to take that mindset of or no, this thing is not all about the expensive things. Yes, the expensive stuff they do the job, but
Mm.
you can do the foundation when Osna needs, and Ospanisa there's just the original stuff.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, it's all about here. It's all about here. Because when I started go a bedroom studio, not even a studio, just a computer box I want to scream sellers
Yeah.
just Fruity Loops, headphones, And then luckily I studied sound engineering. So I could understand the EQs and the mixing and, and the whole vibe about music production when it comes to mixing.
Mm.
So I wanted to share that information so that sound ya rona e be clean all the time. Se ka
Sure.
utlwahala hore hey, no,
Yeah.
ba tshwanetse ko
Kokamore.
backyard.
Sure.
Because one of my first tracks, uh, I got a compliment from Troy. Troy is the guy, if you remember, Troy was the guy who mastered almost all of our songs.
Mm.
I think he moved to Cape Town now. I got a compliment with my first song, which was Anthem, Nelimo Definition of House, Volume 3, I think, go fresh.
Mm.
He says, no, Doc, where did you mix this? I'm like, mix. That time I didn't even know what mixing is.
Mm.
It was like, no, I just used my headphones. I was like, no, man.
Mm.
Because I'm mixing all of these other guys' stuff, but yours, G, it sounds perfect, you
Mm.
know?
Mm.
So and then I started from there to take this mixing thing seriously.
Mm.
So yeah, man. But just wanted to help more sighting you.
For sure.
Cheers to that. Mm-hmm.
Cheers to that, indeed, brother. I also wanted to say that I wanted to know from you. Do you think because it's an initiative, just in the intro that I played that you do in that series, you speak about kokasi and hitmakers sa kokasi, and how
Mm-hmm.
they inspire you. Does it matter, especially at the moment? Does it matter where, like your surroundings, where you are, with regards to how far you can go with this music industry?
Absolutely, Pilara. Doesn't matter.
So, like, does it matter or like, does it matter where you are?
Oh, it
Is it a
doesn't.
factor?
It doesn't really matter, Manoro Tsokuka. Now, I don't think Nuggets Kukas. Should I call it a village? Nuggets village, like a village where you probably know everyone because that's how small was the village was. And unfortunately, this thing had the technical when it comes to music in ACU.
Mm,
It was zero, zero, But I've managed to use that to where I am right now.
mm,
So it doesn't really matter what it's okay,
for
you
sure,
understand?
for sure.
And it's all up in here and it's talent. Talent doesn't
Mm,
require you to be from Deep Kloof, so-called Deep Kloof Kosoweto
mm,
or Santin. You
mm,
understand?
for
So
sure.
talent is talent. Wherever you are or you from,
Yeah.
okay, Spanish.
Where are you
Yeah.
from? Like, give a shout out there. Oscar, the village.
Ah,
Where?
ke shy mfana ke tswa ko Ndebele, ko
Sure.
Matezi Swoop, ko
Yeah.
Mpumalanga.
Sure. Sure.
Yes, that's where I grew up, and that's where I started getting love, much love from more than the Pleketse Kaufela before I even became famous.
Sure.
So I always say, yeah, shout out to Mandebeles there.
Sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I'll also
Mm-hmm.
send a shout out to my people in Mafikeng, Maftown.
Oh,
Right,
whoa,
man.
Maftown.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Maftown.
Eh,
Yes, yes.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, Kari Vaina, Lelobombuso da. Yo, I
Sure.
remember Maftown. Maftown used to be, I don't know now, man, but Maftown used to be the capital city of Deep House.
Sure.
Oof,
Yeah.
oof,
No,
oof,
Mafike
oof.
in Fetu, like even today, like the vibe is always different. Like I could play everywhere all over the country, but when if there's a good gig at home, the vibe is always
Mm.
different. And I like that you mentioned DJ Mbuso there because I wanna play something to you now. Just check it out.
Hey.
Hi, this is DJ Mbuso, and you are with my man Sir LSG, Bed for Soul, Converse, and he's with my man Dr. Duda. He is one of the most talented musicians I've worked with, highly, extremely talented, open hearted, down to earth. and still has a long way to go. I have tremendous respect for the young man, even if he looks big, but he's a very young man with a good heart. And I wish him all the best. And we will be making more music together. And the story that you would like me to say will be kept for a special interview. But Duda, you must know, bruv, you're the king. You know that saying? You are the king and you will be the king for a very long time. I love your heart and I love your spirit and I love your music. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, ke batla ho lla. Jesus Christ.
Tell us about
Yo, where
your
did you,
where sorry, you say?
no, we told the guy, voice Yamato, because I know he was the one of the guys, Matsonzara to the interviews. He was like, yeah, off the camera. No, 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 I don't want the camera. That's how Lena got that thing. Camera. Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah, I just
Yo,
I spoke to him and we were talking about him being on the show. So we said no, like he needs proper time. You know, I need to give him guide question like
of course, yeah,
two
no.
weeks in advance, so he's properly prepared. So I
Yes.
said no, cool, we'll do that. So guys, if you're watching this, DJ Mbuso is gonna be on the show very soon. Tell us about your relationship, Duda, with DJ Mbuso.
Oh, I don't know where to start, man. Okay, first of all, Dr. Duda was discovered by DJ Muso. Né? And we had like some amazing stuff and amazing connection there now. He became my brother. Now I became Manahai, you know. So he taught me a lot of things, good and bad. It taught me like everything about the music industry. But there's one thing that he always kept like closer to him is to have, I mean, is to be humble, and is to be like love what you do, obviously, and do what you love. And he's one of the guys narrate house music like more than anything else, you know. So when I met him, I did have like a not too much history of house music, but when I met him and he took me to that through that house music journey, and the history and sorry what, and then I started jumping on the train, started moving together, and he showed me the world, man. House music, I didn't know house music was that much popular, back then. So Ilan sent some sponsor everything. So I mean, salute, DJ Mbuso,
Yes.
Mr. Tulwana.
Salute, salute indeed. And I mean,
Yeah.
meeting Batoa Tonalebo, DJ Mbuso, and I mean, like, uh, he's one of the co-founders of Soul Candy, back then, when they were still
Mm,
in Rosebank. And
yeah.
being around these kind of people, have you always knew that it's possible to make a living from music?
I'll tell you the honest truth. From family background where they say you won't go anywhere come music. Go to school, go to university, further your studies, and then you'll just do music and share for fun, because you'll never make it out of music. I think simply because they've seen the artist, the Swara, Basna Nyubu, and all of those stories, but forgetting that there's a brighter side if you focus on your music and make your music as your business and treat it as your business.
Mm.
And then when I met Mbuso, I've learned a lot because he had almost everything that I thought. No, I mean, he had everything that maybe unanor no ishmoto o ospanang music. I can only ledladla, I can only studio, I can only koloi, I can, you know,
Mm, mm,
compared to maybe let's say a lawyer.
mm,
Then a lawyer, we know, right, no, this guy, he's a qualified lawyer, okay, new, and his new is guaranteed.
mm,
Or so when I met Mbuso, I've seen all of those things, and I little wow.
mm.
So you can have these things, just the music fail. You are definitely going Lena hard.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So I started treating it as a business. So now today, as you can see, Kanale Rufu,
Mm,
I've got a family, I'm married through just music in JFL. You know, I've
sure.
got a studio, I'm mobile, you
Mm,
know, so
mm,
all of those things.
mm,
Because people they think music in J is just having fun, popping champagne for the weekend. It's not all about that. It's up to you to shape it. And now I shaped it as um, my business.
mm,
That's why I have a wife, I have kids, you know, I have a house, Kenalidi, your life insurance, medical aid, all of those things, they,
mm,
you know.
mm.
So if you're not treating it that way, you'll end up consider people thinking we're owner, sometimes to a renter,
Mm,
and the next thing, Otamagadi 63, you know, you're actually paying more than instead of paying your bond and stuff. You know.
mm.
But it's all up to you, Rubata. Anyway, you know,
Sure. Sure.
yeah.
But I like that you know the seriousness of it. As much as it's a fun industry to be in, but
Mm,
only those who take it very seriously as a business actually are able to do it in the long run. You know, because once you've got your publishing sorted, once you know how to handle your gig money, you know, in the long term, it becomes like any other job. It becomes like you are a lawyer actually. You know, like on already
mm.
insurance, on already you can even pay your retirement annuity if you want to. You know, you can pay
Yes.
and so many other things. But and it takes so much discipline to do that, Bragg. But I want to know
Yeah.
from you. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Now that you've mentioned, yeah, sorry. Now that you've mentioned the retirement and UET and stuff, because that's where everything starts. Because obviously, because those kind of insurances and stuff.
Mm,
So
mm,
that's where it gets serious here.
mm,
Or
mm.
one or no, no, this thing actually, I must treat it as a business. That's
Sure.
why now you have to open your um, register a company. You know, start paying your taxes. That's when you know, rah, ish, I must actually save. So you must just save. Your kick money, it's that money that is going to sustain you until your last day. Because kiss sponsor how,
Mm,
understand?
for
Kiss
sure.
sponsor how,
For sure.
yeah.
But also that in your to be able to do that takes a lot of discipline too, you know, because it can be so easy to be in the game of wanting to show off and wanting to buy an
Mm.
expensive car. That's very easy to do, and there's nothing wrong with buying an expensive car, guys. Don't get us wrong. You know, if you can afford it, hey, of
Like,
course.
don't get it wrong.
Mm,
I've also made my fair share of mistakes. I've bought expensive cars, kinna go flatting. Um, like I was enjoying rockets so through. There's a BMW and a Mercedes Benz and a thingy, more car park. I understand. It's a fella, but I'm renting out a flat, you know, like in Rosebank, you know that type. And then maybe Mercedes da four pipe, maybe BMW da four pipe. Next thing in 3 months, there's another, you know.
mm,
So I also had my fair share until I started, you know, the retirement annuity, and then start a family, you know.
mm,
So the Loteo, like it's easy, so much easy to fall in the trap.
mm.
It's so
Um,
much easy. I think simply because Lerona, we like posting the final product, MOBA 2. And then when they see these things, they're like, yo, this guy posted a big house, but they don't know the background, the behind the scenes of before I got here, what happened. Yabo? So
Mm,
I think nka blame Rona, the artist, because we always posting the greener pastures only.
mm, mm.
Yabo?
Yeah.
And also call our posting mix.
Mm. And can I ask you
Yabo?
actually about period tsa go sokola brayaka, like what was, have you, when you had that moment of difficulty, when you didn't have money, what was happening in your
Mm.
life, and mentally, how did you manage to get out of that?
I came to Johannesburg, and then I don't think I was ready. Nah? I came to Josie. When I came to Josie, suddenly there's like 10 bookings. Kiriki check out the amount. We were getting booked ka 5 stina those days. That was like 17 years ago.
Mm,
And then like you count, or even got 10 gigs in one day. I can make so much. Even then you take that money. Ooh, I will lie. And the following day, it's another gig. Chelete ya tsena. Like I wouldn't next all those expensive things that will never help you ka future how you there ka he remo
mm,
full time, you know.
mm,
So and then even a stop. I remember there was a season where house music in Karne wabo.
mm,
So I stop at it, and then I, I got a wake up call, you know. But for now, luckily, I went back home, go high, and then luckily my family was still there. Roof nesalete, so I still had my mother who she was like carrying Kanare, come back home. I'm sure you can do this thing here, go high. I was like, no, mom, these things only happen here in Johannesburg.
mm,
But another thing said, no, well, I done. So I went back home, and then I think I stayed there for like a year.
mm,
The whole year, Kisna Nix. And I think that's when I started producing every day. Every day I would make a song. Every day I would make a song. Every day I would make a song.
mm,
Until I made the remix that changed the world. And got a call from Soul Candy. Says, no, we wanna see you, wanna have a meeting with you. And then Kanamel bus till Pretoria taxi kono folosa ko north da a walker tshwere bekenyana ke fitla ko Soul Candy. I'm sponsor the offer, but no, we can come and work with us as in-house producer.
mm,
I was like, yo. Then everything started there again. Yeah, revive. From there, tlhaloganyo ne setse e le there, just chase the man in Ghana,
mm,
and put everything aside, chase the man.
mm.
That's when I started chasing Chelet
Sure.
till today.
And I'm just glad that. Oh, sorry. I was saying I'm just glad that you actually you made it happen. You know, like
Hmm.
to actually chase it and get it to work, man. It's something beautiful to see. I love what you guys have achieved with Mi Casa. We'll get into that a bit. But I
Yeah.
wanna just remind people that today's question of the day is, I'm asking people, who is your favorite hit maker in South Africa? So if you're watching this, please answer in the comments uh, with a name of your favorite hit maker in South Africa. And I'm obviously chatting to one of those that we have, Dr. Duda. Tell me, when it comes to like producing and really making hits, is it a conscious thing sometimes that we have to produce hits, especially with Mi Casa, because you guys been working together for such a long time. Is it like a
Mm-mm.
conscious thing that because when you came into the scene, and if I can compare the stuff that you did with these streets, and if you can compare much later albums, there are some like differences, with regards to the music, but it is it a conscious thing that no rewrite hit ya no hartamik?
Ish, my man, I think if Nkari it's easy to make a hit, I think everyone would just wake up and make a hit song, you know. So, but what we managed to do together as Mi Casa is to know how to put out a good song. The combination, yeah, the vocals on Jay, trumpet, Moti, and then the production, yeah, we exactly know how to do a friendly and a radio friendly type of song, but it's not easy. Sometimes we think or it's very heat and it's vice versa. And then sometimes it comes back later. Or no, man, actually this song, it's a hit. I understand. So I think somewhere, somehow it depends cover to or is this a hit or what, But doing a friendly song, I mean, national experience. I've been doing hits for as long as I can remember. So all the songs or the singers I've did, they hit it number one. So it's from Botira, what the late Mandla. I still remember Mandla.
Yeah, DJ Mandla, yeah.
Yeah, the late Mandla. I did a song for Hena. I did a song for Fresh. I did a song Mumbuso. Did a song Euphonic. Like all of those songs that I did, they were top on number one. When I met Mi Casa, the rest was history. Everything started climbing even more. You understand? Yeah, I guess I was blessed with that kind of magic, man. It's not easy, but for now, I can think of something now and then just go to studio and make it.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess the experience.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think it's more than that. You are certainly like gifted in your own way, brother, and in a special way. And we will test what you are telling us very soon. Hold on. I want us to. There's another thing that I want to play for you. Let's check it out now.
Hi, this is DJ Mbusa.
Yo, what up? This is Moti from Mi Casa. And I don't even know where to start when I have to describe my brother, Dr. Duda, because to me, he's simply the best producer that I've ever worked with. Someone that's actually added so much to the industry, to the music industry, and someone that's also come as a teacher to many of the young musicians also. And Dr. Duda's a great guy. He's become a brother to me. There's just, the list goes on about Duda. But most of all, he is super, super talented. Peace.
Yeah.
Hey, banda.
Yeah. So there seems to be like a brotherhood of some sort between you, the three of you guys, on Mi Casa. How's the environment when you guys travel? Like, how's the energy?
Yo, man, the energy, it's high. The energy is on steroids, man. We became family with these guys. I mean, 10 years is not a game. Being with someone that you never grew up with, being with someone that you've never met or share anything, from a valve soap and all of that. Like our differences, I think, made us make good music. And when we try something else, it doesn't work. When we try music, it works. So we ended up being one family, man. I know Moti in and out, and vice versa. They know me in and out. So our families are also, know each other, the history, everything. So yes. Retlafer.
Sure.
Yeah, and it was not easy, man. Being part of the group. One Harati this, one Harati that. And you guys, if you don't respect that, they talk how hard,
Mm.
understand? So you gotta have to treat each other with respect all the time. Otherwise, Alkas last.
Yeah.
That's why credit group the last 6 months, trading 1 year, trading after a hit, valonela chelete, and then gone.
Mm.
Do you understand? Yeah. So I think Runa, we had just one goal to make good music together.
Mm.
That's why we lasted 10 years.
Yeah.
But
And
it's not a game. One year.
it's
It's all a
pro
little relationship.
for
That's
sure.
one. Yeah.
Definitely, I can imagine because I was gonna ask you, how you guys. I think some of the questions actually, some of the questions that I would ask you about Mikasa, I think it's best to leave them when I have the three of you guys on the show. Then we can discuss
Exact.
it here. Cause now
Ex-
Dr. Dudu Atikare otla bua something, Majida Wangabana say. So yeah, no, we'll work it out. I'll get in touch with you guys. Like Lily Tre, they're gonna
yeah.
rewrite one. But I wanna ask you,
No
like, but
problem.
from Mikasa, like, you know, yes, you guys are a band together, but you see Jay doing his own thing. He's got his own TV thing. He does his own collaborations, and Moti the
Mm,
same. Like he'd be on other people's songs, and you would be making music for other people. But I want to know from a performance point of view, will we ever see a Dr. Duda performing live? Because you're a multi instrumentalist. Will we see a show
mm.
that is just Dr. Duda?
Yeah, actually, we were just talking about it yesterday. I think, oh, Luena, yes.
Yeah.
I get more of these type of questions, or when are we getting another house prescription 3? I've been getting a lot of those these days. I think people are hungry for house music again. So I'm gonna be putting out some deep tech stuff just under Dr. Judah. Obviously I'm gonna have to perform those after. So you're gonna be seeing that in a lot. We were supposed to see that in a lot from now, but COVID happened.
Mm.
So I guess from next year and stuff. But I will be putting out some stuff in those deep house platforms, your track source, yeah. But yeah, man, look out for more.
For sure.
Ke kwatile.
Ne, kwata braga. Ho sinye, ho sinye, one time.
Yeah, no, I'll see. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
kwatile too much.
If they forgot, let's remind people who
Bangkwatisile,
Dogotela is.
bangkwatisile.
Yeah. And then I want to ask you about like you obviously play well. I at first I thought I knew you as a keyboardist only, but then I saw
Mm, mm.
this guy with a saxophone, and I'm like, what else can you play? What else? Oh, what can you not play?
I mean, now I had a dream. I want to play guitar. Um, then I saw someone playing saxophone. I was like, no, not guitar. I want to play saxophone. And I remember Khale, I went to a music store to get a saxophone, and then they told me that thing was like 6, 7,000 kari. What? This thing? Yeah, right? No, 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 no. So I continued getting keyboard lessons and stuff, communicating Limachita Astrong, Zaka. Zaka is the guy, I think he's in Pretoria right now. He was the sessionist at Bang. Like, I would see every jazz artist or pop artist or Udengda, not like the keyboards and stuff. So I was inspired by him, and then he showed me a thing or two. And then, actually, when I started, there's a guy by Nelson Nasang, Puki, and I'm the basics of how to play a song, and then obviously whatever it all started go cricket because we didn't own keyboards and stuff. In church they had two keyboards, so it started there. play a pop song kwala volume da o practice ko kreke ke di headphones ro baska utlwa. You know,
Yeah.
so saxophone it's really busy in Honda until one day when I was started making machankura, then I bought myself one ka birthday yaka. I'm like, I don't know how to play this, but I'm gonna buy myself one, an expensive one, so that it would. I started not too long ago. I think 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 years ago, I started learning. Even now, I'm still learning. I'm not yet comfortable to play for to perform. Kayo.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess I'm that the perfectionist. I need to perfect things before I can start performing. I will keep problem. Yeah, lima chita say I want everything to be perfect before it can go to audience. I understand.
Am I
So
playing? But it
that's
took
why I
you
keep
3 years.
yeah, that's 3 years. It's a very much easy instrument to learn, but it's very much difficult to get the tone sharp.
Mm.
So
Mm.
you're not. It's easy to start learning the keys and just blow what's the sound, but the tone
Mm.
you're not difficult to get the tone. So it took me about 3 years to get
Mm.
the tone that I want, and now I want more. You
For,
understand?
for sure.
So kilebetse ka piano no ka keyboard game. It has soul man that thing. Tshwana le katara. Yo,
Sure.
those two instruments, saxophone and guitar.
I saw your reaction when I was playing that intro song for this show,
Oh yes.
that
Oh
Careful Careless. Yeah.
yo,
You know,
I love that style, man.
on the time I so Brian Smith, he played on this. So he played saxophone and he played two flutes, like the alto flute and the C flute on the song. So yeah,
Mm,
I'll
mm.
send it to you. I'll send it to you to listen to it properly.
Please,
Yeah,
please, key check, key practice a
yeah.
lot.
I know you're gonna do it. You're gonna jump on it. Um,
Sure.
studio is not always fun. Like yes, it's music, but sometimes being in studio is work. You either editing or you cutting stuff. Or like whatever
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mixing. Sometimes it's a lot of work, but there's when we are creating, there is that moment of I don't know what to call it, like that magical moment where you come up with a chord progression that really works, or you find that sound that fits in onto something that you've been struggling with, or just something that moment when you are in studio. And I'm sure you understand the kind of moments that I'm talking about.
Yes, 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 yes. I do, I do.
When was the last time working in studio and you kind of felt like, oh my goodness, yeah, and you got that magical moment.
In fact, Mavad, yesterday I walked in studio. The aim was just to go and practice, because that's what I do these days. I make sure for a I make time with my instruments, either keyboard or saxophone or production. You know, even if it's 30 minutes to an hour, it's fine. And then yesterday, I think it was just 15 minutes, and then there was a skeleton song that I did, I think 2 years ago. I was struggling. I was struggling with sound. Okay, no, this is not the sound that I want. And then I started fiddling the sound to kind of create a stupid sound, when, but it made that song, yes. Like it made that song new. Like I couldn't believe. I'm like, this is what I was looking for the past 2 years. I call. So just a simple sound, and it's a simple sound where if you play that sound alone, you won't even think of using it,
Mm,
But
mm.
it really worked on that song yesterday. I was like, ha ha ha. I'm definitely continuing Kayoda today, give it because I think if it late, they should take a sound, it totally sound.
Sure,
So I might as well finish the song today.
sure. And I
Yeah.
guess it's also a lesson because you know how when you're listening to sounds as a producer, when you're looking for what sounds am I using next on this song, and you're auditioning
Mm, mm.
sounds individually without checking them out in the context of a song. Sometimes we
Exactly.
miss something that will work alone. It doesn't sound nice, or it doesn't sound
Mm,
like
mm.
warm, to you. But once you
Yeah,
actually do it as you are listening to the song, you get a clearer picture. It's kind of like
exactly.
how people would say when you're mixing, instead of always soloing that one thing for a long time, EQing it, trying to fix that one sound, but in solo mode, meaning listening to that sound alone, sometimes
Mm.
you miss the view of that sound exists in a song. It doesn't exist on its own. You know what I mean?
On its own, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Get experience.
yeah. No, get experience, get experience. That's why
Yeah,
we
no,
are
I
sharing.
want experience.
I know, definitely. I will not say no. um, so Kebatla, was the last year, like you gave me a beautiful saxophone album by Sisonke Kanti,
Mm.
um,
Yeah,
player from Cape Town, and you've got a wide range of music taste. I do too, and I mean, a lot of people do have kind of like a wide range of taste in terms of music, but you also have a wide range of taste as a producer, and it's something that
yeah.
I'm still trying to work on that for myself. But why is that important for you? Are you ever conflicted with regards to this is something that's working for you now? Let's take Mi Casa for example. Here's a sound of Mi
Mm.
Casa that's working all over Africa, but are you guys ever conflicted when you need to now produce a new album? Do you look back at to, okay, here's something that worked, we can just kind of take it and move on with it? Or because your albums are quite different from one another, like, do you ever have
Yeah.
issues balancing that factor?
Wabona, when doing your first album, and then ipope, and then you kind of like have that pressure for the second one, and then you start looking back, or okay, let me just duplicate whatever that I've used because it worked, wabo? And then do that, and then people were tshwana le album ela ya kgale, still the same, and change it, and people say nah, he changed too much. You understand?
Sure.
So I think the mindset that we always have, or let's just try something new all the time, you know, and some of the stuff we fell into trap, the same trap, yeah, or no, let's just do another the streets, let's just do another heavenly sent, simply because we're confused, you don't know what to do, holy most spacing say wabon. But from album 3, no, started changing everything altogether. Album 4 changed, album 5, so this upcoming album now, it's gonna surprise everyone because it's no longer that Mi Casa,
Eh,
but it's three individuals who know music, and it's three individuals who can actually make any genre, you know, jazz, gospel, R&B,
hmm,
popish, deep house, tech. It'll surprise her. This one is going to surprise you a lot.
I can't
No
wait.
wonder, no wonder, yeah, no wonder it would say that global attraction, and then people wanted to sign us now. So it, it's too much.
Who, who
This upcoming album is just too much.
who wanted to sign you guys?
No, no wonder it took the attention, and then we ended up signing the Universal,
Oh yeah.
Afroforce under Universal, which is a global deal. So
Damn.
it's also international. It's not gonna be released locally only. It's gonna be released international.
Hey, I guess you cannot wait to tour, man. I can't wait to see that, man.
Yo,
Like, yeah,
I mean, everyone now, so the guitar, we wanna just go out. You know,
yeah.
I guess 50 people go deciding, go the funeral. We can also have that 50 people go clapping.
Hey, I don't know about people drinking alcohol and observing protocols. I'm not sure, man. But
Yeah, I don't think they need alcohol now to groove. They will just groove without your
mm,
say alcohol available sighting, and then have 50 people, have that one big stage where artists change. What's our 50 kena 50? What's a 50 kena 50?
But you
Yo,
know,
my man.
I had an idea, but it was I think it was Zex Bantwini, and he wants to do a drive-in concert, meaning like people are not even getting out of their cars.
Mm.
Maybe we open the window da, and you can actually see the artist, and then
Oh, yeah.
in that way you can have more people, re tlo go lapiswa ke lona ba di G-Wagon da mo pele da ga rona re sa bone artist
Resabonisa.
re sa bone artist da. um
Exactly.
sure. So
Yeah.
who are some of your favorite producers well, not in SA, but like your favorite hit makers?
Yo, my man, when I started with house music, it has always been Quentin Harris. I'm hopeful.
What do you
Yo,
mean?
my man.
Yeah.
It's always been Quentin Harris, my man. And guess what? Ile kakopanele na ku in Durban, with DJ Mbus and stuff. And then we played Latin Soul, the track I did long time ago. Yo, Quentin Harris, he was on the floor like, yo, what's this? What's this? I Lala repeatedly all the time. God, yo, this is the guy I was looking forward to. House music all the time. Now he's here. We all happy and we smashed. Kari Humanat. This is beautiful. So Quentin Harris was the guy, man. Obviously, Libu Louis Vega,
Mm.
you know. Hopola Stefan Podze.
Yeah.
Nadlala di. Hey, nerikari ke motlakase da man. Lebo Macro Boy.
Mm.
Yeah, those are the deep guys here, and they still exist. And Basadlala, you electrifying house music
Mm.
till today. But yeah, Quentin Harris was top of my list.
And any of the new guys, like let me say locally, is there anyone who to you is like this guy is smashing?
Sir LSG, got deep house.
Yeah, that's the right answer. You can move on. Yeah.
Sir LSG, got deep house. I mean, for the past 5 years, I've lost contact with Limachi Deep House. I was more on the other side of, popular music. But yeah, man, what Napa, Chima Music, who's that other guy? Valuable Ino Liana Kanakino. Always from a group one, man. If you count Chima, there's there's I think he's also signed with Black Coffee, under Black Coffee
Da
label.
Capo.
Dakapo.
Mm.
Dakapo, yes.
Yeah.
So Chima and Dakapo, I think I met them, a long time ago. I met Chima, Kopitori, at least a demo, thinking Kitomo sign. Today, I'm just an artist, like sign about. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. But those guys are very much good when it comes to deep tech, deep house. So I look up to them. What wanna read? Like inspire Machita.
Sure. I've got some
Yeah.
answers here from the question that we asked people. From the Kejare, Mandla Spekere, Soul Tabo, Soul T, Ola Brayak, Dr. Duda. Of course, you better say that. Michael Deep Mac, Bruce Loco. Yeah, Bruce Loco is my boy too. Mahlatse
Mhm.
Mukwena says Bruce Sibitlo. I mean, the legendary. I mean,
Ooh,
come
the
on.
legendary.
Yeah. We are not
He
even
actually
well.
mastered Bruce actually mastered Pideki Chuneting Zintle, DJ Zintle.
Oh,
The We Go. Yeah, he's the guy who mastered that song.
nee.
Yeah, Bruce is tops.
He's top. See, I mean, like he's a legend. Like
Yeah, I know Bruce is top. Dope speed.
dope. And then okay, I missed one. I didn't mention one of them. Mahlatse Mukwena, DJ Clio, and DJ Clio is also one of those guys who've really done
Yeah,
their
of
thing.
course.
Yeah.
Because when I started with getting into this industry, he was one of the top list locally when it comes to production and house music. Because remember, most of the guys, they were getting songs from overseas and then do a compilation.
Mm.
But Cleo, Naipresa, himself.
Yeah. And the bass
Yeah.
and playing on the bass too. Yes, yes. I saw his performance
Ooh.
Maloba, a more lockdown house party. Amazing,
Mologan.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. No,
yeah.
he's good.
Yes, he is. I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, there is that part. We will find out. So, uh, you are very creative, and you have claimed to be as well. So I'm gonna ask you to do something for us. Ne? I wanna ask you
What's
to
that?
play program. I'm gonna mention songs. If
Ish.
you were to play these songs on piano in 2020, how would you arrange these progressions? And the first one is Latin Soul.
Yo. I mean, Latin Soul is a song that everyone couldn't even remix.
Are you able to turn
Kopula,
your computer and while you're explaining to us?
yo, my man, some of the songs that I made and then that I can't even remix. Kiona Latin Soul. I can't. I tried.
Mm.
Oops. I tried doing that, but azange ispan. Never even. No. I can't, my man. Latin Soul. Nah, no, Latin Soul, I can't.
This guy said he's creative, guys. You are lying to us now. We wanna see. Yeah, you the real Doctor Duda.
Yeah, no. I am. Latin Soul, I
Okay,
can't
okay,
remix that
no,
Latin Soul. But
okay,
obviously,
okay.
in this day and age, yeah,
Let's say maybe. Do you remember how it went though?
yeah, you see, that's another
Let
thing.
me let me.
Those,
I'm gonna play you
in,
a bit of it because we can't use rights.
yo.
Okay. And was that a were you playing the keys or was it like samples? Because it sounds very like the chords are very tight.
You know what I did? I played something like this now.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I took it to this other Fruity sampler. And then Fruity Loops, that's the one that was playing that
Ah, nice,
toko.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So all I was doing is just this.
Yes, yeah.
And then when it started all of those things.
Ah, nice, nice. And then
Yeah.
change the world.
Can I change your name, vibe? Baby, yeah. Yeah, no. Change the world was simple progression. I think. No, since ke dlala siphoja no.
That's why Negere, like in 2020, this is how you would play it.
Yeah, guy dlala change the world.
And then
Yeah.
here's this song, right?
No. Yes. That one. I don't get the way you look at it, that
Aich.
one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Yo, ¿qué hora es?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'll play the way it is.
Sure.
Yes, I remember. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That.
I know. I know. It's you. You are the real Dr. Duda. Kopa uchike
you
left
know,
over.
you know the song it's okay.
Uh-uh. Tell us.
Utla.
Oh.
Ne?
Uh.
Nakare. It's why like
Oh.
so same as
Ah.
you to that.
Mzwembu braga. Yo.
So it's the same thing, like the same as
Ah.
then this part, yeah, this part. So it's the same as chord wise.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Mfetu, you are a genius, and I think
I stole that song from this
I'm glad you did, because it was
type of
such an
progression.
emotive song. Like I'm glad you did, brother. I'm glad you. Damn, Dogotail.
Yeah.
No, Braga. Thank you so much. Like before Fates, and I have this thing called explain that pick. And basically, do you have your phone with you, close to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send you something on WhatsApp. What's happening in this picture?
Ah. Now, in this picture, Kinnalit Mawisa, we were doing this campaign Yatamanje Kostrating Refaba to the flowers on a Valentine's Day. Like that's how Mi Casa has been everywhere, man. Mi Casa has been doing all the things and trying everything.
Mm,
I remember this day. It was on a Valentine's Day.
nice.
So nekile dako Rose Bank, katsena ko KFM, kafaba to the
Aish.
rose.
Like the romantic
Oh,
that you are. Aish.
wait.
Ne. And then here's the second picture. What's happening in the second picture?
Let me check. Come on, man. Oh, yo. What was happening here, man? Oh, I think daily photo shoot from Soul Candy. Yeah, daily photo shoot from Soul Candy. I don't know what was Paris and I didn't go, but it was a photo shoot. It looks dope, though. Hey, Nicholas Slender.
Hey, no, let's and then you had to get to this. Check out this picture that I've just sent to you now.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. This one I remember. I think we were doing a campaign, le malaria, but it was something that has to do with malaria, so Bachelor campaign. So this one was a photo shoot, yeah, that campaign.
This one. Hey, this photo shoot, you look like no who this is. Are you guys like you cycle? Are you still cycling? I mean, obviously, before COVID-19, were you guys still cycling with your
No, this year, there was no cycling at all, man.
expensive
But
bicycles? Lona lebo chima music. Libek is already na dia tour gents. Karen no. It like one price ile Karen ne bicycle.
yeah, no, people there was a cover bicycle can get to that amount. Karke transi.
Yes.
No, this year there was no much activity as cycling. Some of us sold our bikes since Jan. I don't think riding. No, I did. I did do a couple of rides, but this year it was. I guess maybe plus no winter. Nobody's on a bike unless the diehards. The diehards thing. It's what that for 5.
Bomuti.
Bakenya di lights. Why?
Yeah. Sure.
And now my body can't handle that cold. Man. I call.
Sure. No, my
Yeah.
brother, I just want to say to you, thank you so much for doing this with us. You are truly an inspiration, bro. Like Spanish Sahaho on its own, and you are also like you show that with music and with passion, you can really go. Your music can take you. Your passion can take you anywhere, and the work that you've done
Yeah.
with Mi Casa and you becoming the person that you are, building a home and really being a disciplined musician and artist is really something to look up to, Brian. I just want to say thank you so
Yeah.
much.
No, thank you so much, my brother. Like I said before, for these kind of platforms, the Limnat.
Oh,
When was last Kitola interview? A friendly. So, thanks to COVID-19.
yeah, no, yeah, no,
No, thanks to Sir LSG, my man. Thank you so much. And to whoever who's watching right now, big up. Thanks for watching. And, thanks for taking your time. Really to repeat mostly, more screening. I understand. So it
sure.
means a lot to us. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Say LSG. We're nothing without you guys. Um, Peace. Big up.
Sure. Yeah, no, Regai Koala Show. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And please tag somebody who might learn from this video. Share the video too. And enjoy your weekends. Stay at home. Obviously, there's no alcohol selling today. I hope you guys knew that. Referensi ho reka alcohol on Thursdays. Yeah, sorry if you did.
Friday.
Eh? Sorry,
Oh,
let me unmute you. You were saying?
there's no alcohol selling on Friday.
Ngare by stop Monday to Thursday. But I might be.
In a sense, get to again. So
Yeah.
sharp. Whether they close it, whether they open it, sharp.
Yeah, Nesvar. And we need to get on with that collaboration, bro. Please. Soon.
Of course, of course.
Soon.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna come see you for some deep house
Sure.
music. Sure.
Sharp. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, guys. Enjoy your weekend and remember to stay creative. Peace out.